right, so when I was around 17 years old, I was kicked out. You know what I'm saying? I was at my mom's crib, sleeping in the car, sleeping at a friend's crib, trying to figure it out on a daily basis where I'm gonna lay my head at. If I had to be out all night, I had to be out all night. If I had to pull up to the homie crib and fake it like, I wanted to just come chill and then try
End up
to,
staying
oh
over.
damn, bro, I don't even feel like driving home type shit. I had to do what I had to do. And you know, my close family members who knew what was going on, well, nobody really trying to help. But there was other people I could have asked for help. I told myself that I couldn't ask nobody for help. I told myself I ain't had nobody. I told myself that I can't tell my homies what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Some ego that I was too ashamed to let niggas know I was homeless. I'm still coming outside getting fresh every day. Like I don't live in my car or sleep in my car, whatever the case may be. And one day I kind of ran into a dead end where I was going to apply for junior college because I still wanted to just progress with my life. And I ended up running out of gas. Like I was about to run out of gas when I pulled up. You know how you know your car. That bitch was on under E,
and
but I know I
it,
could
but
make
you know,
it.
yeah.
But you go about Olive Harvey, ain't no gas stations over there. So I'm like, damn. And I was walking through, and I was just had my head down. It was 100 cars in the parking lot. Walk between two particular cars. It's $100. It's $20. $20 bill laying flat on the ground facing me. It was like somebody just type shit. And I was able to make it to the gas station, shit like that. But I came around my cousin that same day that all this shit happened. I ran around my big cousin. He had just bought a house, really on the next block from where we at. Big, nice ass house. He had just got married, got his son and shit. And he saw all my clothes in my car. And he was like, why you got all your clothes in your car? I'm like, shit. Well, he like, nigga, you like, nah, nigga, why you got all your clothes in your car? Like he knew what was up. You feel me? So he was like, you come stay with me. And I was like, nah, you just got married, bro. You got your son. I ain't trying to invade him. He like, nah, fuck that, bro. You come to stay with me type shit. And he took me in. And looking back on that experience now, as I'm older, I realized that I was scared to ask for help. And in my most vulnerable at that time situation and my darkest moment at that time at 17 years old, I'm still scared to ask for help. I already have an ego that's too big to reach out beyond my level of comfort and just say, hey, I need help. I need somebody to lean on, somebody to feel like, I feel like I don't want to owe nobody. I don't want to feel like a burden to nobody.
I'm not in anybody's pocket.
Whatever the case is, right? And it's just like, where does that come from? Why is it so hard for men to ask help? And then in that situation, I was a boy, but we got grown men, including myself at times, that's scared to ask for help, scared to delegate a task, scared to let their girl know that that they don't have something. Because that's still like, sometimes in a relationship, it's not about asking, can you help me pay for this? Can you help me do this? Sometimes it's just saying like, my situation, just not asking me for shit right now would be helpful. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would be helpful enough, like type thing. So these are things that men struggle with on a daily basis. And today we're going to talk about the deep-rooted reasons why.
If you lazy, you waking up at fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon and shit like that,
popping bottles,
you're setting the tone for everybody because you're the leader.
Popping pills.
That's just what comes with being a man.
Popping bitch ass niggas.
I don't want nobody making decisions over my life except me. Not a woman, not a judge, not an officer, not no motherfucker.
When them bullets hit him up, look like son had a seizure. Run up, give it up, you know the procedure. I be sipping Jack and honey.
I don't think nothing can make me feel like a man. I don't think nothing can make me not feel like a man. You can't take the benefits of being a man without the responsibilities.
Give you niggas halos on God in the cake.
Help, man. Welcome back to Roses I Did. I'm your co-host Terry Rose. We got a special guest. And before we introduce him, I want to let y'all know that this is the show we walk the path of self-improvement. We invite y'all to walk the path of self-improvement with us. And we understand that everything is not our fault, but when you blame yourself, you make better decisions, man. Welcome back, my man.
What's going on, guys? I am Kenneth Ledale. I am the owner of Royalty Rugs and the co-founder of Tuft House and love you. Hope you love you too.
Okay.
And just a Chicago kid trying to do great things out here, honestly.
Absolutely. How the volume? Tiff, is volume good? You can hear him just clear as me, just as high? Cool. Let's roll then, man. You got a lot of special things going on you're doing in the city. It's different. It's something I haven't seen before. I don't know if it's ever been done before, but I know that you're doing it different than I've ever seen before, and I like what you're doing a lot. And
Appreciate that.
we in the talks about something happening at Rose Gold. We in the talks about doing some things together. But I want you to tell them a little bit more in detail what you do, why they should be hitting you up, why they should be like, why are you the go-to person for what you do?
Definitely. My friends call me the middleman of Chicago. I spent so many years out here in the city helping other people with their brands, connecting the dots.
Yeah.
And I decided to bet on myself. So I wanted to become an artist. And it was something that was important to me because my daughter is an artist. My daughter wanted to be an artist. And I was like, the best way that I could do that as her father is become an artist myself. So when it's her time, all the doors are already situated and opened up for her.
That's fire.
So I wanted to find my own medium, a lane for myself, something that wasn't getting done. And I came up with tufting, which is another form of rug making.
Yeah.
And from there, what I did was I started off actually becoming a celebrity rug designer. So I created pieces for celebrities and then transitioned to opening it up to the public. And I started Tuft House. And that was an elevated immersive rug experience here in Chicago, just creating and giving that vibe back to the city that I feel like we're missing, you know.
Yeah.
The cool kids aren't cool anymore.
Okay.
And let's be honest about it. Like, we're tired of just going into a building. Yeah, we all look fly, but everybody can look fly. Where's that substance?
Yeah.
And not just that substance, but where's the fun? I wanted to be a kid again.
Yeah.
I want to be able to create and just imagine and realize that there is no limitations. And that's what Tuft House was. And that's why I came up with the motto, where creativity is the standard.
Okay.
Because that's what I'm trying to do here in the city.
Man, I feel like I had a long journey with creativity as far as starting off shooting music videos. This was my introduction. This was when I was a shorty, maybe 18, 19. I never really did photography of people, but I'll go around Chicago and just take pictures of stuff that I thought were cool. So I don't know what type of like freelance photography, I guess. And then transitioning. And I left it alone. And when the podcast thing came around, it was like, okay, I know how to do a little bit of audio visual type shit. So I picked it back up. For me, it's been very freeing. It's given me a sense of purpose. I don't think that media is my purpose. I think that media is a conduit for me to deliver my purpose in abundance. And it's given me a whole new respect for life and a whole new angle on life, a whole new pursuit of life and everything like that, compared to when I was just going to work, coming home, playing video games for the rest of the night, waking up tomorrow, doing the same thing.
Same Monday.
Can't wait till Friday, and I hate Monday. Now, I'll go out to school and work with kids or whatever, and I hear an adult like, man, today I was in a meeting. It's almost Friday. They're like, no, it's not. We got to wait till Friday, Junior. And I'm like, I remember when
that was your mindset of that trap.
Or I remember I went to work one time, and this nigga was like, man, we got 17 more Mondays. It's almost over to the end of the school year. I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's that bad?
It's a prison sentence at that point.
What I'm saying? Like, and it was just like, and I didn't feel that way, even though other people felt that way. I was like, I actually liked my job, but it came to a point where I didn't. And on this side, it just I work 7 days a week, and I like what I'm doing. I like everything every aspect that I work in. What did becoming creative? When did your creative journey start, and what did it do for you mentally and emotionally?
So for me, believe it or not, I think my creativity started publicly, should I say, in the most oddest of places, Camp Taji, Iraq.
Okay.
Yeah. I was stationed out there, and it was me and my soldiers, and I needed to do something for morale. Like, morale was at an all-time low. We didn't get our beer day.
What's beer day?
So beer day is when you're in Iraq. So we did a 12-month deployment. Yeah. So we're out there 12 months. You only get to come home one time in that 12 months, and it's for 2 weeks. So you get a 2-week vacation out the entire year.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you're in the war zone, so you're stressed out and everything. So a beer day is literally what it sounds like. They'll come, get beer, and they get one free day pretty much where we get to have beer and just be normal.
Yeah.
You know, and with things going on in war, obviously, it's war. But I wanted to do something for my team, so I actually remembered the Some Like It Black days in Chicago, the poetry nights. And just being a kid from Chicago, like that Love Jones vibe, all of that, like it's ingrained in, you know, if you're a real
Got Love
Chicagoan.
Jones right behind you, yeah.
And it's just a part of our soul. So for me, I wanted to get that to my soldiers. So I actually created an open mic night in Iraq.
That's fire.
Yeah. Every Wednesday in Iraq at Camp Taji. I created a little spoken word night.
Oh, that's fire, man.
Started off with about 6 of my guys next to a T-wall. And then it ended up being inside the MWR Center. I ended up getting approval. Next thing I know, I had about 100 soldiers there every week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it may not be much to some, but I'm telling you, like, when you over there,
yeah,
you need whatever piece you can get, whatever closest to bring you back, and it helped.
So from a conversation we had before, I think you told me you did 4 deployments total.
Yeah.
3 in Iraq.
1 in Afghanistan.
1 in Afghanistan. How old were you on your first deployment?
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And were they all for a year?
3 was for a year. 1 was supposed to be for a year. Ended up being a 15-month deployment.
Yeah.
2009, 2010 deployment. There was a volcano over in Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
And black ash covered all across Europe. And my plane was stuck in Germany. And I was on the last flight home from Iraq. So I was stuck in Ali Salim while my whole unit was back home. And I was stuck in Iraq, living in a cot for a whole extra month. It was one of the most horrible feelings ever, knowing that everybody else has their freedom, they're with their family, and your family is like, when's daddy coming home?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, you had kids at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had my first son, and shout out to Isaiah. He will be 20 tomorrow.
Bro, you look young. I'm thinking he might got like 2 years on me or something at the most. 20 is crazy, bro.
Yeah, my son, sophomore in college. He'll be 20 tomorrow.
How old are you, bro?
I just turned 40.
Okay, you don't look 40, bro.
But yeah, 40. Actually, my son will be 20 tomorrow. He's an English major. He's a writer.
Nice, that's fine.
So again, all in the arts.
Hereditary.
Look, I'm picking it up from them.
Okay,
honestly.
Okay. So it's going upward.
Yeah, I figure out what my kids want to do, and I guide my life toward their direction. And absolutely. I think that's what really changes things for me, because to be honest, when we talk about accountability, I was that dude. You know, I'm talking about that lazy. I'm sitting on the couch doing the dad babysitting, not being there fully. You know.
Yeah.
And at a point, you know, you think, like, oh, well, I'm there, but you're not really there. And I realized, like, I need to be there. I need to be accountable. I need to be present. You know, these moments are fleeting. And I've had to deal with, you know, PTSD, depression, things of that sort. And for me, 3 days after I had my daughter, my youngest daughter, my brother died.
Yeah.
And that's when things went dark for me. And I end up losing my relationship, all because of fault of my own. And I want that to be clear, not because of my ex, because of my decisions and my inability to know in that moment how to deal with my emotions and my mental.
Yeah.
And that was something that I had to be cognizant of. And mind you, I've lost that relationship fully of my own. But in that, I think it was a moment of, what do I do now?
Yeah.
You know, there's no excuse for the actions that we do as men when we do wrong. At the end of the day, wrong is wrong. You have to accept that.
Absolutely.
But the thing that hits is, what do you do after you're the bad guy? Do you stay in that, or do you make the change? I realized I didn't like who I was. I wanted to make the change. And I'm adamantly living my life fully in that way.
Yeah.
And that's why I came up with the Love You, Hope You Love You Too with my partner, Ebony.
That was my next question. There's no way you experience 4 deployments going to war, plus PTSD, depression, losing a relationship, everything that you just said. Those things affect your life in every aspect of your life. And my next question was going to be, how does it affect the art? And you went right into that. So go ahead.
it makes the art true.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
there's a freedom to making art that I realized now that I had no idea was going to be the case with me becoming an artist.
Yeah.
And there's a release of just how I see the world. I get to truly reflect it in my art.
Yeah.
Outside of the custom pieces, things and stuff I do for people, but the art itself that I do, like
Sure.
the personal creations, it's just the process of making it in itself. It's like everything else zones out, at least for a moment. And sometimes, let's be honest, as a man, especially as a black man, I just need 2 minutes of nothing.
for sure. For sure. For sure. Hey, it's a yellow button on the right side of your
Yeah.
click it one time.
Oh,
It should turn blue.
it's green now.
Yeah.
You want me to hit it again? It was blue already.
Oh damn, it was?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, hit it one time. Mine
All
was
right,
green.
it's blue again.
Yeah, we good. Yeah. Alright, cool. Huh? Yeah. Alright, man, we have a segment on the show called What Would You Tell Your Son? You have a 20-year-old son. How many sons you got? Is it
Two
one?
boys.
Two boys?
One's about to be 20 and the other's 11.
Okay, nice. I got an 11-year-old as well. My son just turned 11 about a week ago, actually. A week ago to the day.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday to him.
For sure. So we often take what's going on in the world, some level of celebrity news, or it doesn't even have to be celebrity news, something that's going on, and we say if your son was participating in that, or if your son said that, or your son did that, or your son saw that, what would you tell him, right? So this week, we actually just did this yesterday about Cam Newton, but what's going on in the world this week? What's a big story?
I'm trying to think. I can't even think. What is going on in the world right now?
Well, it was a shooting
in
Chicago yesterday.
When they ran up on the car?
They ran up on the car. That was two blocks over from me, right? A block over from me, actually.
Yeah, I just saw that footage right before I came here.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, that was.
Like,
I just commented on that. I just made a comment on somebody's page and was like, "That's why I created with Ebony, Love You, Hope You Love You Too," because of that exact thing.
I don't know anybody that was involved. I think the young lady who passed away, rest in peace to her, she was 26, I believe. The guys that were shooting, don't know anybody that was involved again. They looked like kids. They looked small and like just they movements.
I was about to say, you can tell from the run.
Yeah, they just looked like, or the way they were shooting, like, and they might have been grown, who knows, but they looked like kids, right? And like, you know, we got sons growing up in Chicago. When you see something like that, or when you get to high school and you might have a friend that participates in things like that, what do you tell your son about these incidents? How do you approach a conversation with your son after seeing something like that?
So that hits different.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm talking to Isaiah or talking to Christian, for one, know that there's no place outside of your home that you're safe. First and foremost. I had a friend of mine, fellow military vet, that he's a white guy and loved to do like a brother. You know, we used to do all type of stuff together. But I had to have a conversation when I told him that we have different conversations with our kids.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather steal my son's innocence than let somebody else steal their life.
Yeah.
But I had to tell my son, like, it's not about being cool. It's not about friendship either, or loyalty.
Yeah.
True friendship is knowing that it's not about having a person's back all the time.
Yeah.
True friendship is knowing that you have to have discernment of knowing if a person has yours and your best interests in mind.
Yeah.
And if you navigate with that mindset, being my son, you already know how to treat people and move as a man.
Yeah.
That's a standard that was embedded into you. But what I can't teach my son, unfortunately, is how the world is going to treat him.
Yeah.
But the only thing we can do is give those warnings, even if it is uncomfortable, and not uncomfortable on the basis of, I don't want to have this conversation. More so on the conversation of uncomfortability of, these are kids and we have to steal that innocence.
Yeah.
Like, I hate knowing as a father, I have to be the one to take my son's joy.
Yeah.
But again, we saw the video.
Yeah.
People losing lives out here.
Yeah. I remember when I first had to, like my son was taking so long to get out the car, like a couple days in a row. Like we just pull up in front of my house right here. And like I said, we 2 blocks away from the shooting, right? So like that explains what type of environment I live in. But honestly, it's typically pretty quiet around here, but historically, or I just know what it is and what could happen. And I was rushing him out the car and I was getting pissed. Like I was getting like, my patience with him getting out of the car was very short. And I had to stop and like really explain to him. I realized I never explained to him why it's important to get out of the car and into the house so fast. And it's not like we're running from something like really in this moment, but it's just like I had to explain to him like, bro, we live in the hood. I don't know if you know. You might not, you don't know. Like essentially you don't know. But we live in the hood. We live in a bad neighborhood. And that might be hard for you to believe because you've never seen anything bad happen. But at the end of the day, we live in a bad neighborhood. We have to be hyper aware all the time. And we don't really have time to just sit and loaf around and move slow. We have to, and that's going in the mall, going in and out the mall, like things like that. Or even just teaching him when you walk into a space to locate where the bathroom is, nowhere, like pay attention to exit signs if something happened, shit like that. But looking at that particular video or situations like that, the conversation I would have with my son is just like, if you look at these guys in this video, they were all born like innocent babies, just like you, and that's important to remember. A judge would never see it that way, you know, or the public society would never see it that way, right? But at the end of the day, they were. Like, they was born into the world just like you, had never done nothing wrong to nobody. Nobody had never done nothing wrong to them. And somewhere along the line, they experienced and saw things that they shouldn't have, and this is what they've come to. So everybody participating in this type of shit was a victim of something before they were a perpetrator of anything. So whether you was a victim of a single parent household, whether you was a victim of this fucked up education system, whether you was a victim of growing up in a neighborhood that's crime ridden, whatever the case was, like you was exposed to some shit that you didn't deserve to be exposed to, and you internalized it however you did, and now you're here. And I would just tell my son, like, that's a choice still.
Yeah.
Right?
It is. My grandmother, or my great-grandmother, Elizabeth Christian, had a saying when I was a kid, and I tell my kids this. She told me all the time when I was growing up, she would tell me, there's not a single person in this world that's better than you. Mm-hmm. But along those same lines, you are no better than a homeless person begging for change. Mm-hmm. All you are in this world is one decision away from being great, or one decision away from being your own worst enemy. But you decide.
Yeah.
It's our choices.
That's deep. That's heavy. Grandma wasn't playing. Grandma wasn't playing, man.
Look, that woman bust her tail to do everything I could. Growing up on the south side on the low end, everybody went to the public school right on the corner. She did everything she could to keep me in private school, going to St. Elizabeth, even though it was still the hood.
St. Elizabeth.
40th and Wabash.
Okay.
But still the hood, still freaking lead painting, everything like that. But
definitely
it was a little bit more. And sometimes that's all we need is a little bit more. Same with those kids. Like you said, they all started off innocent. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Maybe if they had a little bit more of those, I love you, I hope you love you too.
Exactly.
Look at yourself with that same dignity.
Yeah.
that these people you call celebrities, you think that they do.
Yeah.
You know, put that same respect on yourself and on your brother. Because if not, what are we doing this for? Like, honestly, what's the point of us doing any of this?
Yeah.
Time is fleeting. We have to take use of these moments, bro. Like, and we got to stand for something. We got to push. Like, I may be doing it with this art, you know, but there's so many bigger plans that I have set up with this. You know,
Yeah.
it's more than just the rug class. You know, I want to transition that into the school system. I already started doing the thing with Irving Elementary. They have a rug program at their school now,
Yeah.
right across the street from the Hampton House. We're working with the chairman, you know, and blessings to Fred Hampton Jr., the chairman himself. I'm working with him. We're trying to work on creating an art program at the Hampton House.
Yeah.
Trying to get that funding together to bring things in for us, for people that look like us, to stop people that look like us hurting people that look like us.
Yeah.
Like, we got to do something to at least start. If not to stop the cycle, let's slow this shit down.
At least. At least. I feel that. I want to go into our main topic now.
Yeah.
Right? We're going into why men have such a hard time asking for help. It's something that I have unconsciously struggled with because it's so normal, right? It's so normalized in my idea, or the idea that was pushed on me, of masculinity, to be adequate, to always know the answer, to always know which way to go, to always know what's next, and to always be prepared. And if you fail, to always just pick yourself up. I think that sometimes why men lack the type of community you see a lot of women have, I think that's sometimes why men suffer in silence. What's your thoughts around why men struggle asking for help?
Because we're bred from birth to believe the lie that we're not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I myself am to blame, and I've actively changed my mindset of that. But I used to tell my kids, you're not in physical pain, there's no reason to cry, because that's what I was told in the service.
Yeah.
You're not in physical pain, why are you crying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, suck it up and drive on.
Yeah.
That was stupid of me. It was so stupid and so ignorant of me, but it was because I truly believed that I wasn't supposed to ask for help. Mm-hmm. I truly believed that to be a man, I'm not supposed to owe a person.
Yeah.
And you doing me a favor, even the idea of us looking out for someone, or you checking on someone, a favor.
Yeah.
Is the problem. Yeah. I think we have these deep-seated words even that we use, and it's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I wish the me now could go back to protect the younger me with even just the words of, it's okay to ask. It's okay to say you don't know.
Yeah.
And hell, like you said, it's okay to say I just can't.
Yeah.
For you. Like, I was talking to someone not too long ago, and I was having a full breakdown. And this is all honestly new for me. Like, speaking on even me with PTSD and my mental health. I've worked with disabled vets for over a decade. Mm-hmm. But even then, I would always say, when people ask, do you have PTSD? Oh, no, I don't have it. You know, I work with people that do, though.
Yeah.
It's that defense mechanism. You can't be weak.
Yeah.
Because I think, too, and one of the answers to that question, to get back to it, is if you show vulnerability, that means that you are not complete. If you are not complete as a man, you're not whole. You can't stand. You can't lead. But I was broken, bro.
Yeah.
And I was lost. And for the first time, and like you said, multiple wars, I've been through it all.
Yeah.
But I never, until last year, admitted it. Publicly, I just admitted this in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
On my page. And that's when I start pushing, not just saying I'm helping others with mental health, but working on my own mental health. And that's why we can't do it.
How did that feel for you to say that publicly?
It was scary.
Yeah.
It was extremely scary for me, honestly. Especially when you go out, and let's be honest, Chicago is the city Chicago is, if we're really going to be frank. Yeah. Chicago is the city where there's a classism or a hierarchy to the so-called in crowds.
Yeah.
So with me, I've always been fortunate, to be able to be in certain rooms, So you don't want to put that out there, Yeah. I was always the nice guy, and I'm genuinely that. Yeah. But I would overdo it because I don't want you to see that other part.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be the victim.
Yeah.
Or even worse, I didn't want to be the, oh yeah, anytime anything is said, you have to, let's worry about Kenny, or if there's loud noise. I'm like, no, I'm in a club every day with y'all. Loud noise isn't going to bother me.
Yeah.
Don't treat me like I'm an alien. And I think that's one of the things for us men. We don't want to be, we want support, but you have to know how to support.
Still let me be a man at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And it feels like people take that away when they see that you need help or that you have some level of deficiency or dependency whatsoever. And I think that speaks to how rigid manhood is. Like, it's no like spectrum. It's like you're either that or you're not.
Or you're not a man.
At all times. Like, you could have 30 years of solid being in line with manhood, and you do one thing outside of that, and it's like all of a sudden you just lost. None
Everything.
Of that matters. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, even the thought of somebody like, when I say taking your manhood, I don't mean it like how they said,
I got
on
you.
some prison shit. But like, you know what I'm saying? But just in general, something being emasculating. I was just watching a video of a guy saying like every guy needs to learn how to box or do some level of Muay Thai, some type of martial art, which I do agree with. But he was saying that like getting beat by another man in a fight is so emasculating. I don't feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. Like that's kind of adrenaline pumping. Like it.
Yeah. That
is the thing that makes you a man. That is that test, I think, for some, if you have that mentality.
But I mean, I think that's why guys go to, like somebody be like, oh, they box, and somebody be like, oh, well, a Glock ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't gonna mean shit when I pull this Glock out. It's just like that thought process. I can't lose a fight. Like, I can't. Like, that's, like, a lot of guys feel like that's emasculating, and it's just like the fact that manhood is so rigid that something like losing a fight, like somebody finna lose this fucking fight. Like, it's only us two.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It has
like,
to be somebody.
And it's just the fact that you fought should mean enough. Like, you know, the fact
you were able to stand up and stand 10 toes down on something, you know?
So it's like, how did we get to that point of this rigid idea of manhood? And it's very dangerous because if you fall outside of that for any reason, now you're questioning yourself. You're looking at yourself different. And it's like, how does that break down your mental and things like that?
It gets dark. I can tell you from personally going there and being there. And like I said, I'm transparent about where I'm at now and where I was at then with it. Yeah. And it's something that hits because there's one thing, even like when you told the story of being 17 and going through that process. Yeah. Imagine being an adult and doing it. And I'm not talking about like, oh, you're adult, you're home. I'm talking about like you came from multiple tours, traveling the world. You freaking rode bikes with the presidents You know, like I've done all of this stuff. I did the so-called checklist that I was supposed to do. I was the kid from the inner city that made it out.
Yeah.
Did that. Graduated from school. Did that. Great grades. Did that. Served my country in multiple branches.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
Served in the Navy on a ship. Did that. Hurricane Katrina. Did that.
Nice. Yeah.
Hell, made it through the Fort Hood massacre. Did all of this. So you telling me I did all of this. I bust my ass. And I did it the right way.
Yeah.
I didn't cut the corners. I didn't stay on the block. No judgment to anybody who choose that life.
Yeah.
But to understand me is to understand trying to do all of this already off of going with no guide off of your family saying you're supposed to be the one to make it out. You're supposed to, but you don't have a guide. So you're just doing. But in the middle of doing, you do all of these great things. You get all these awards. You make all these accommodations. But in the blink of an eye, you lose it all. That's what we on top of. What happens when you lose it all?
Yeah.
And that right there is the case. Same thing. We don't know how to ask for help.
Yeah.
We're afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
And when we don't, we end up, unfortunately, in situations where we're losing some good brothers out here. We've all, unfortunately, even in recent times, know some. Even on the military side, 22 veterans a day commit suicide.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, we don't ask because we don't know how to ask.
Yeah.
For one. For two, who do you ask? Who do you ask as a man that's not going to put it in your face or weaponize it against you later?
Yeah.
Or utilize it as a tool?
Yeah. I also feel like asking for help for a man could feel like surrendering.
Yeah.
You know, and like as far as like what we're surrendering to is just almost life. It's saying that like I can't handle my problems. I think that's how it feels internally when you say, you know, when I was sleeping in my car and shit like that, I felt like I'm gonna get out this situation. Not even that I'm gonna get myself out this situation. I'm gonna figure this out. I was working at McDonald's, working at Target, still trying to go to school. It was like I'm not going. Like I'm finna figure this out. And there was some level, maybe deep down, I told myself that because I don't have these main people, I don't have nobody, because I felt some level of pride of like, I'm gonna take this on and do this shit. And I don't know, like I guess I do know where that comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like being a child, or even whether it be the images of that we see in the media of, you know, Muhammad Ali getting back up, or putting, you know, the cartoons, somebody putting the world on their shoulder, Goku coming back, everybody waiting on Goku to get back so he can kick everybody ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have these images in your head of what a man is. And it's just like, you get into that situation and it's like, if I can't handle this myself, what does it say about me? If I got to come to another man or anybody else and say like, hey, I need you, it's almost like I'm surrendering to my problems and saying like, hey, I can't.
And even if you make it out of that situation, you're stuck with that mentality now, or that mental seed of, I don't deserve to be here. I don't deserve to have this because I didn't do it on my own. I had to get help from somebody else.
Yeah.
Or they helped me, but I feel like they're holding it over, even if they're not.
Yeah.
It's something we hold internally.
Yeah. I do think the part about people throwing it back in your face is a danger. It's a real thing, and it could be a big part of why some people just like, because if it only got to happen once, you'd be like, yeah, I'm never doing that again.
Facts. I'm gonna be honest, that's me.
Yeah.
I am Mr. Even now with working on myself.
Yeah.
I am Mr. For one, talk to me, not at me. That's my biggest pet peeve with people on the planet.
Yeah.
But then if you do anything, like I'm real passionate, and it's a problem that I'm working on consistently still, is it doesn't matter if you say something to me and then you're like, all right, I take it back, whatever, or whatever. You put it out there in the world. Once you put it out there in the world, it doesn't matter the apology, I think, and that's something that I have to work on still. For me, it doesn't matter if you say it or don't say it. It's the fact that once you said it, that was something that lets me know the character of who you are as an individual. Because if I'm doing X, Y, and Z for us as friends or as a team or as friends, like whatever, it doesn't matter. And I know that I give my all for us, our friendship, our relationship, whatever. And then I see it's not about you covering your end or being equal, but don't let me give all of me to you. And then I see you still trying to take more or extra, being greedy. Once I see greed, everything stops, and I can't see you the same way again. It's just blocked.
Yeah.
And I have to learn still how to maintain and do how I'm not upset that I have that mentality, but I need to learn how to become more constructive with how I react to that realization that all people aren't here for me. But another thing I have to realize, and I think you said it or brought it up, was the expectation of people. I think for me, when I was down and I had to combat this amongst myself, was I was upset about certain people not helping me.
Gotcha.
Like, oh, y'all supposed to be the ones that if y'all didn't ask or y'all, and I built that resentment.
Talk about it. So I know exactly what you mean.
And that's what it is, that, oh, ain't nobody here, don't nobody support it. The bros ain't this and that. And, but I've always been there, and I realized I don't, like, they didn't know my situation. I may not know their situation, what they got going on. And also, I have no right to put my expectation of how I choose to be as a man and lead as a friend on them, even if they are my friends.
You can't expect you from other people all the time. That's facts. I think another part of that is that a lot of times we punish people for not meeting the expectations that they never knew we had. Like, I never told you I expected this from you, but if you don't meet this expectation, I'm gonna punish you for it. We talk about sometimes how women do that to men in dating. Like, oh, you want her to read, she wants you to read her mind, and if you can't do it successfully, then you out, like, type thing. But sometimes as men, we do it to other people as well in the wheelhouse of asking for help. Like,
especially our close circle.
Exactly. And I think that a big part of that is sometimes when you show up as the strong friend, people can't see you no other way. Like, there's been people in my life who I'm having a situation and I'm telling them what's happening, and they're assuming that I don't, like, I might highlight about it later, like, later on, like months later. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, damn, bro, you know, when I had this situation, and it's typically like a woman I'm dating or some shit. And it's just like, damn, I kind of was like, kind of fucked up in that moment, and you ain't really, and she's like, nigga, you always, like, you be solving my problems. Like, I know you got your shit under control. Like, I thought you was just expressing to me how your day was going.
You were venting.
I didn't know that you actually, like, it wouldn't even cross my mind that you actually needed help with that type of thing because you be holding shit down. And I realized that I have friends that I look at like that. Like, I have, like, one particular friend that's very strong financially. Not saying that he's super rich. He's well off. Like, he's good. But regardless of how much he had, he knew how to protect it, how to grow it, how to spend, how to save. Like, he never had a money problem, right? So that nigga could call me and tell me he's selling his house or some shit out the blue, and it wouldn't cross my mind. Like, he broke. Like it would never cross my mind. Think, you know,
oh, he spreading this shit around.
Like, oh, I guess, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think sometimes because we show up so strong so often, and that becomes like our brand, our reputation. Sometimes we have to spell it out for people. Like, I need help. I'm struggling to this day at asking for help. It's not something that I know how to do, that I've learned how to do yet. I have took the step of learning how to say no, and that makes it a little easier.
Just start working on that no thing.
Yeah, that makes it a little easier to not need as much help. I tell everybody who will listen to this, the best way to keep your word is to give it sparingly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that.
That's the best way. Like, I'm not telling you, and sometimes it might not be no. So it's like, hey, I need some time on that. I might not be able to get that done. I got to get back to you, whatever the case may be. And maybe I eventually have to tell you no. But if man, there's so many people. Somebody call me, hey, can you help me paint my house Friday? Oh, yeah, woo. Then I got this going on. I got that going on. Oh, we put a meeting on counter. Woo. Somebody else called me like, hey, can you help me move Friday? Yeah, woo. I forgot how to tell this motherfucker I'm gonna help him paint, and I got to be in 2 places at once now. Now I got to let somebody down.
See, and that's my problem.
And I'm gonna really try to be at both places at once.
Look, I was gonna say, but my problem is I'm trying to show up to all of it and still do it all.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about that has been my issue literally until January.
Yeah.
Like
January, like a couple days ago. January.
Yeah, like I just now learning to utilize this word no. Yeah. Like, and I'll be honest with you, my problem is more so the fact that I'm even kind of uncomfortable with no. Like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm gonna be honest, I hate you asking me for a lot of things anyway when I'm telling you, like, I'm in this state in my life. Yes. So that was the one thing that bothered me, was me having to tell people, like, yo, look, I don't want this, I don't want that. Like, I don't want relationship. I don't want to do this extra thing. I don't want this. I'm trying to work on me right now. Yeah. And I'm trying to do it for the first time ever, honestly, where I'm not even lying to myself.
That's a whole nother conversation. That's another podcast. Go ahead, my bad.
But with that being the case, I need to be selfish. Okay. And by selfish, I mean I need to work on my mental health, which means I can't afford to add you to this mix. And it doesn't mean that you're an issue or anything like that, but you are. At the end of the day, you are. Because hey, I need to go somewhere. Yeah. If I'm talking to you, I feel obligated to do this. And not that, like, I'm obligated to you, but who I am to my core, that's just who I am. Like, I want to be there for my people. I'm the guy, I love being the nice guy. Like, everybody thinks, oh, I need to be the cool nigga. I love being a nice guy. I love being the corny nigga. I love being the person that's there for my friends and being dependable. Yeah. But when I'm going through things, I'm like, yo, please, everybody, don't nobody contact me. Like, let me just figure me out. But when you have that person there, they just won't stop asking. And they don't realize, and one thing that I was battling with, and I battled with it last year a lot, was everybody saying, and this is, I think, what, in my opinion, almost every man goes through, especially if you have a family. Everyone is always asking for something. And then when you get to the point where you can't take it anymore and you're trying to let people know, everyone has the same response. And it sucks. But the response, I promise you, goes the same way. Hey, you need to learn how to tell people no. Yeah. Tell people no, bro. Tell people no. Do this for me, though. Yeah. Do my solid. Yeah. But you should be telling people no. Yeah. But the problem is they don't realize everybody is telling the man the same thing. Everybody is saying, tell them no then. Tell them no, but say yes to me. Yeah. Everybody thinks they're different, and everybody thinks, well, I'm the one that's there for you. So do this thing for me. But you look around, now you got 10 people telling you that. Yeah. And you stuck in the same exact position, but now you feel even shittier. Man. And that's what my life was. Yeah. And I don't think that, I think a lot of people get pulled in a lot of different directions, right? A lot of experiences are not gender specific, and we try to make it seem that way when we frame certain conversations. However, when it comes to how many directions you get pulled in as a man, I feel like it's another level. I get that there's, women out here taking care of household by themselves, 1,000%. Even like just big sisters, right? Like, it's big sisters out here that's like been moms since they was fucking like 11 and shit, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So and shout out to them. Yeah, I'm not discrediting that at all. But two things can be true at the same time. Yeah. I think the rigid idea of manhood and just men supposedly being able to take so many things on, is to the point where you can tell somebody exactly what you have going on, like you just said, and they'll still ask to put more on that plate. And it just gets ridiculous after a while. Think about this, bro. And this is a super simple example, whatever, to prove that point. Yeah. Let's say me and you go play football this week, right? You get tackled hard as shit. We go out to dinner afterwards and everything like that with our ladies. You still sore as hell, arm. We walk up to the door. You don't open the door. Everybody knows you got this injury with your arm. That doesn't matter. The whole world is about to look at you. You didn't open up that door.
Yeah.
That proves it in itself.
Yeah. And it's like, it's either you do or you don't. And it's like, there's a lack of humanity in that, right? It's like objectification. I feel like when a man is looked at as, or I feel like when we reduce manhood to providing and protecting, I think providing and protecting are important components of manhood.
Great keystone, but it's not all.
That's not all I am, right? And I think that when you tell me that that's all I am, you're objectifying me. No different than a man looking at a woman like a sex toy, or like Tiff would say, if you just told a woman she's a nurturer and a birth giver, she'd be like, what the fuck? Like I got a life too. Like you know
I'm
what I'm saying? Like
I have some type of substance to myself. Yeah.
Exactly. And even like to a woman's credit again, like women have been treated like that across cultures historically. But men get objectified as well. And I think that it's becoming definitely normalized today to objectify men. Another point I wanted to make is I think asking for help, we talk about it in a person-to-person, on a person-to-person level, but on a person-to-system level, men don't like to ask for help. I think that asking for help on that level isn't just personal, but it's political, right? Think about how men don't like to go to the doctor, how men don't trust school systems, how men don't trust the institution of marriage. How, like, almost every institution that exists in America for black men, there's some level of distrust for it.
But
go ahead.
For a lot of those different areas, as a black man, there's reasons to distrust it.
Absolutely.
Like, and that's the thing is, like, we get so stuck on this whole, oh, well, these are the problems that we got going on in the black community. Well, we're supposed to have these problems in the black community.
Yeah.
Because guess what? If I throw a ball in the air, I'm not going to be surprised when the ball falls.
Yeah.
With everything and the way this system was set up, I'm not surprised where we are. I'm surprised more so the fact that black people were able to still, in the midst of all of that, do all of the great things that we did. Like, that should be the shock and awe. Yeah, like
that's the story.
That's the narrative.
Yeah.
Like, we do dope shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, asking for help ain't one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that a lot of times asking for help in school, for example, one of the first institutions we were ever in, turns into documentation against you if you get too much help.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's something wrong.
Now you're special. Now you need additional attention, but not in the most positive ways. I haven't thought about it like that, but damn.
And I think in every corner of every institution, it's something about asking for help that from a system, from some type of organization that's just like, I don't think I want to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I want them looking at me. I don't think I want the attention on me.
I think that's one of the issues, though, right there is, think about the first times, like you said, in elementary school, not even just asking for help.
Yeah.
But if you have an answer or if you have a question, you have to stand up in front of this room now. Mm-hmm. So now it's not just about asking for the help. I don't think it has shit to do with the help. Mm-hmm. It has something to do with the judgment of the eyes on you.
Yeah.
So do we have an issue with asking for help, or do we have an issue with how the world sees us?
For needing help. Exactly. I was doing student teaching downstate at Carbondale, Illinois. It's in the middle of nowhere. Southern Illinois is very racist. It's damn near the South, essentially. Like, it's a different world.
I was working at Lincoln's Challenge.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I remember.
You know. And it's a lot of sundown towns out there and things like that. I went to this city called Giant City, all white town. There's a black boy in 4th grade named Jaden. And I'm in student teaching to be a gym teacher. And he's the only black kid in the class, and they're playing basketball, and he going for it. he played basketball like a black kid
Okay.
amongst a bunch of white kids. And they were in the process of doing documentation on him that he was hyperactive and that there was some level of ADHD. And a big part of that was because of, like, they were observing him play basketball. And I'm like, if he was in the next town over at Carbondale Middle School, he would fit in perfectly. Like, no one would be looking at him saying he's doing anything wrong right now in this moment. But they're like, look at how aggressive he is. Look at how hyper he is. And then the teacher was pulling him out of the game and saying, hey, go sit down. Da, da, da. And now he's frustrated. He's mad. He's about to cry. And they're like, look at him. Like, look at his reaction. Like, why is he so mad? Why is he so angry? It's like, because you're not allowing him to be a fucking child. You know what I'm saying? Because this is just naturally how he is. But it's like our norms are being judged by the norms of a whole nother culture, right? The norms of white culture is what sets the rules for what's considered hyperactivity. Like, it's defined by another culture, but it's placed on everybody.
I was about to say, but we come from a whole different worlds, whole different dynamics.
Yeah.
And even our food, what we intake, and all of that, like, all of this stuff plays a part in it. So
yeah, so it's like, imagine, growing up in those systems, and you a kid, you don't realize what you're experiencing really. So you'll become a man and not really know why you don't like participating in systems or going to the doctor and all of these things. But your experience with everything of the sort has been terrible thus far. So
and if you have the option to avoid bad news, you just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And going back to being treated different if you have any level of deficiency, if you are inadequate in any way, and that fear of being inadequate is like, damn, if I go to the doctor and find out that I have cancer, if I go to the doctor and find out that I have this problem, that problem, I have to have surgery, I can't do the things that I normally do how I used to do them. I need help doing everything now. It can really...
You can't give up that power.
Yeah. It can really become a problem.
It's a fear of that release of control.
Yeah.
Or at least not even control, but understanding that I think men also have a fear of, when it comes differently than women, if I'm honest, with mortality and our name. And our name being set in stone. Let's be honest. That's the real reason why our name goes at the end too. Like, we want to have something lasting.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And if you're not complete, if you're not whole, you got to think that means your name will forever be known as, oh, he was a good guy, but he was soft. He wasn't a man.
Yeah, absolutely. I also think that when it comes to asking for help, I think this is my last thought on, like, why we struggle with it so much. I think that men struggle with asking for help because struggle... How do I want to put this?
Men supposed to struggle. That's a testament to the fear of man or not.
I feel like men don't like asking for help because struggling feels honorable. Yeah, it feels honorable. It feels, I got to be self-made. You said that earlier in the show. I got to be, you even hear, like, even in rap culture, we come from a culture where struggle is honorable. It's like the hood Olympics, everything. Like, if you not from when I was in college, if you was from the suburbs, you were just like on lower in the social hierarchy.
Yeah, you could have been the nicest rapper. You from the Burt?
Yeah.
No.
Or even you a regular college student. It's just like, but nigga, you from the suburbs though. Like, don't say you from the city. You had niggas lying, saying they was from the city. Like, they got a grandma that stay in the hood. That they try to claim this hood. And it's like, it's okay. Your parents did what my parents, but what you grew up the way I want my kids to grow up. But I'm gonna shit on you for it though.
Yeah. And the same thing that you're in this school working your ass off to get to do to have is the same thing that you're trying to hide.
Yeah, and like mine means more than yours because I'm a first generation college student and nobody in my family had ever done this and I wasn't supposed to make it. So it's more honorable for me to graduate college than for you to graduate college because your dad graduated. Like, so when you come from that culture, struggling feels normal. Asking for help is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would I ask anybody for anything? Like, I'm supposed to. That's gonna take away from my story. That's gonna take away from my credibility.
Yeah, same
You know what I'm saying?
in the service. The military is broken down, and it's the most jacked up thing. The military is nothing but trauma bonding in the most elite of levels. Mm-hmm. You have to think. The military, we brag about certain things in life, right? Like in the civilian world, your regular day-to-day job, you talking to a coworker, you're bragging about you not getting no paperwork done today, how you just kind of chilled, feet up in the air. Mm-hmm. Whereas in the military, the thing that you brag about that you're like, oh yeah, is the most stupidest shit ever. We brag about who had it rougher. Mm-hmm. Oh, you went to boot camp in Fort Jackson?
Yeah.
Relaxing Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, you soft. Yeah. I went to Fort Lee. Yeah. I was in Fort Eustis. Like, even the base of the military, like, everybody knows, like, when you hear about the military, it's like, oh, the Air Force, they're soft. They're the...
Yeah.
No, the Air Force isn't soft at all. They just have a better quality of life.
Yeah.
The military goes like this. Marines.
Yep.
Well, I'll do from best quality of life.
Right.
It goes Air Force has the best quality of life, then the Navy, then the Army, then the Marines.
Yeah.
But when we talk about pride and like how we
respect,
like, oh,
yeah,
Marines number one, they tough.
Yeah.
They got that. Then it's the Army, then it's the Navy, then it's the Air Force.
Yeah.
Like we brag about trauma because that's what it is to be a man. Again, the same thing.
Yeah. And it's crazy because the brand of that is so strong that I could have named that list in the same order without you even telling me. And I've never done any type of, but just hearing about it in the movies and everything like that, it's just, I knew the exact order of it. Because they call it like the Air Force, like the chair force and shit like that. Like I hear about that shit all the time. And it, you know what's crazy? Because the worlds of it is so different. But that's how fraternities are.
Yeah.
You know, fraternities is like you link up with, they could be somebody from a different fraternity, or it could be somebody from your same fraternity but a different chapter. It could be somebody from your same chapter but a different era. Like, oh, I pledged in the 80s. Y'all don't know shit. Like this shit was crazy. Ooh. Or nigga, I pledged at this school. Like y'all wasn't on shit. Y'all like nigga, we was went through
SIU,
this,
we were a party school.
Like, now I'm talking about how bad, like how hard niggas pledged.
Oh yeah, the
fucked up shit they had to go through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas will brag about how in the 90s it was worse, and in the 70s niggas is like, man, that wasn't shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm from SIU, this noob over here from U of I, and it's like, boy, y'all wasn't like, yeah, y'all couldn't have made it through the shit I went through. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, nah. So it's like, again, like you just said, man, that it's this badge of honor to struggle. So why would I ask for help?
But try this right here. Think about this. Even in the example itself that you just gave, and you're wording everything, right? Everything about what you said made sense, except your face. Because even in explaining it, this is how ingrained this is into us as men. Yeah. Is while you were explaining the trauma part of that, there was a pride in you thinking about it because you were smiling. You were like, yeah, because we talked to the other noobs and they, there was pride in there though too. Yeah. And that's that weird thing is us learning how to separate the pride, still have a sense of pride about ourselves as men, but being able to tote and walk that line of being able to release our emotions and everything like that configuratively in a constructive manner. That's where being a man is tough because, again, even just thinking about the bad times, like, it's like, oh, yeah, I made it through that though. It was...
Yeah. You know, even though I know like it shouldn't be that way, it's so ingrained in me that I still feel that way. I still feel like I did that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we went crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's crazy, man. That's a good catch. On that note, man, we gonna close out the show. I usually do a segment. Well, I don't do it all the time, but I do a segment called Advice for Boy Moms. This show is all about men helping men become better men, become more vulnerable, become more real with ourselves. Exactly what we just did today. But a lot of men or a lot of boys are being raised by women. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it is what it is. And I'm not women at the end of the day, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them didn't choose necessarily to be raising their son on their own. So they have a full plate, and it's not fair, but it is what it is. So we try to give women some advice from a man's perspective, some advice for boy moms. You know what I'm saying? If you got, and it could be something that's related directly to what we just talked about. But if you got any advice for boy moms, you can drop it.
Yeah. Well, definitely shout out to all the boy moms. Shout out to my partner Ebony Sade. Just because, and I have to give her a shout just as a boy mom, just because, like, as of recently, I got to see everything that she's going through as a mom. And it's one thing, I think, to see what a woman is going through, but it's another to see how she becomes after she's went through it. And working with my partner Ebony, wildest thing ever, because I've never really done female friends. And this was like one of the situations where I got to have a female friend that's like genuinely a true best friend that I can have that accountability with, and being able to see her and see that beauty that she has as a mom. Yes, sir. I think that respect hits so much different, you know? So if I could give advice, I think about conversations me and her have been having recently. And it would be, first and foremost, know that you are enough. And there will never be a reward strong enough that will be comparable to what you gave up for what we can have. So just know that no matter whatever happens, my advice to all moms, all boy moms, is know that we need you. We see you, we appreciate you, but you have to love you. So that's my advice. Love you first so you can love your kid. And realize that even though that kid is half of that other individual, none of that matters. What matters is that kid. Don't worry about the other half, that partner, or what didn't become. We'll worry about what can become with this child. Let's focus on them and just do great. And I guess I can only end it with our motto, because that's the only advice I can tell any boy mom. Love you, hope you love you too.
Absolutely. That was fire, man. Shout out to your partner as well. Man. My advice for boy moms today is to let your sons know that it's okay to ask for help. Let your sons know that asking for help doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you useless, as long as you've pushed yourself to your edge. And everybody's edge is different. Crying and tears, to me, are just a show of you not having the tools to get what you want. When you're a baby, you can't talk, you can't walk, you can't do anything for yourself. So as soon as you want anything, you cry. The diaper wet, you cry. You hungry, you cry. You want the lights off, you cry. You want the lights on, you cry. Like, because you can't do anything else. So because you have no tools to get what you want, you immediately cry. You get older, you become a toddler. You start to do things on your own, become more independent. But when you can't reach what's on the counter, you cry. You know what I'm saying? So when you become an adult and you do everything you did to pay the bills, and if you can't pay them bitches, you cry. Like, you know what I'm saying? So tears are just this.
When do y'all want to pay these bills?
Tears are just evidence of you've reached your edge. There's nothing wrong with asking for help as you reach that edge. As a man, you don't want to be completely dependent. You don't want to be useless. You don't want to be someone who doesn't try and put their best foot forward. The balance of that is knowing your edge, pushing yourself, trying to do it on your own, whatever the case may be. But if it's even necessary to do it on your own. One of the best sayings ever is like, you want to go fast, go by yourself. You want to go far, go together, right? Together. At the end of the day. And learning how to dedicate tasks, learning how to build community, learning how to find people with a unified vision and move forward, that's a huge thing as well. But even if you want to complete something on your own and you want to go for it by yourself, whatever the case may be, and we're not meant to be alone, but if you want to go for it, once you hit that edge, it's completely fine. And they need to know that early. Put your best foot forward, and then, go get some help if you need it, man. There's nothing wrong with that. I tell my son was acting like he didn't know how to set his alarm clock. He didn't know how to set his alarm clock, and he thought I was going to help him. Because I kept telling him, if you don't wake up by yourself, you're not getting your phone for the day. And he like, I don't know how to set the alarm clock. Cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not helping you. And he eventually just said, like, I don't know how to set it. Like, you going to help me set it? Like, you keep punishing me for not being able to wake up on my own, but I don't know how to set the alarm clock and you're not teaching me. I said, I only help you when I think you can't do something. There's nothing wrong with me thinking you can't do something at times because you're only 11 years old. If I tell you, like, hey, go carry the couch downstairs, I don't expect you to be able to do that by yourself. You're 80 pounds. I'm going to help you. I'm not helping you open a can of Sprite. I'm not helping you set this fucking alarm clock. And I don't think that you want me to think that you aren't capable of doing this. So think about that. As my son, and you looking at me as your father, are you okay with me thinking that you're not smart enough to set this alarm clock? Are you cool with that? If you're cool with that, then maybe I can help you. But if you ain't okay with that, then you shouldn't be asking for my help.
And also, if you cool with that, and maybe I can help you, but do realize what comes after with this relationship now. Because if I have to help you with this, that lets me know I can't trust you. I can't depend on you to do other basic things. Which means, you want to go out now?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't trust you to go to the park because you may get lost.
You might not know what time to come back.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's real, man. That's real. This has been a great show, bro. I appreciate you coming on.
It was absolutely a pleasure. I definitely am grateful for the opportunity to be here, brother. And just to be able to have these conversations and to talk, whatever. It was definitely enlightening and inspiring too. For sure. Like, I'm loving what you're doing here, and I think, bro, I'm all about Chicago and Chicago crazy. I love my city, so I'm a fan of everything you're doing.
I appreciate it.
Again, my partner Ebony brought you up in convo randomly the other day, and I was like, me and Terry was just talking. She was like, I watched this show. I was like, So no, like, we're fans. The whole I love you, hope you love you too movement. You got our full support. Anything that you need. Again, our whole mode right now, our whole mentality is spread love in the city. It may sound simple with just passing out a little heart to people, but bro, we were out there in Navy here just passing out handmade custom hearts I made. Fire. And just that light that you saw in some people, and initially, you get that, what are you trying to sell? Look, whatever. But when people see, like, this is just for you. Like, I went to the to the impound. My van got impounded. I passed out a heart to the lady at the impound, and she almost broke down. Was like, I would never, like, what I deal with here every day. And I'm like,
they be mean as hell behind that bulletproof glass.
They do.
Them impound. They be mean in the motherfucker. The DMV and them they don't get customer service reviews, and they work behind bulletproof glass.
But think about how much stuff they get, though.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Is like, here's the thought process I'm in right now, and I'm truly trying to live this way right now. And it may change. It may, but where I'm at in my today is, all of that could be true. They could be ruled.
Yeah.
Why am I letting that affect what I'm putting out here?
Yeah.
And why do I care anymore about people that sit in these rooms that all are unhappy anyway, if I just want to be happy?
Yeah.
Or if I just want to try to make other people feel happy.
Yeah.
Like, guess what? Chicago. I am the happy, corny, feel free love. Like, let's just all be Chicago. Let's bring unity, bring love. I don't care how corny this shit is. I'm going to keep saying it every day. I love my city. I love my people.
I don't think
that's all I'm doing.
man. I think that's real. So,
Like that's my whole.
Yeah.
It's not just my brand; it's me to my core.
yeah,
Royalty rugs, love you, hope you love you too. Tuft House, all of those are just extensions of me just trying to show love to people.
that's fire. That's fire, man. You want to tell them where to find you?
Oh yeah, please, guys can find me at Love You, Hope You Love You Too, as well as the Tuft House Royalty Rug Shy.
Absolutely. I'm going to put that down in the comments. Also, right here in this little area somewhere, it's a QR code for you to get a ticket to Rose Gold or for you to donate to Rose Gold. Rose Gold is a charitable R&B gala that's made to celebrate our mentees in the Village Mentorship Group and our Career Discovery Program. Where we take young black men, they tell us what they want to do with their lives, or they tell us we don't have no idea what we want to do with our lives. And we take them to meet black men at the top of different career fields: doctors, electricians, sports analysts, personal trainers, whatever it is, athletes, whatever the case may be, whatever it is. I don't care if you tell me you want to be an astronaut. I'm going to go find a goddamn astronaut, and it's going to be a black one.
And then wait, and you also said that for the QR thing and everything like that for the Rose Gold, that you're doing the raffle, that you're going to be raffling off a free custom rug of whoever's choosing.
There we go.
So whoever will get their own custom, whatever rug you want done, y'all do that however way T sets it up. Okay. I will give a free custom rug to whoever, whatever they want done, as well as a ticket to the next Tuft House show. So it's 2 raffles, whatever. You get to raffle off the rewards, the price, whatever, however way you want to do with it.
Okay. I never done a raffle, so I got to figure out how to even do that.
But yeah, I'll give a free rug and a free rug class.
Facts. We're going to figure it out. And if you don't, because a lot of our listeners, I think majority of them don't even live in Chicago, but
that's the good thing about the free rug.
We're going to figure it out. Yeah, we're going to get it to you. So, again, we appreciate y'all listening. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets to Rose Gold. Make sure y'all donate to Rose Gold if you can't make it. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all follow Tuft House. Make sure y'all follow Ken. Just do everything I tell you to do.
Yeah, like I said, we have the Tuft House. I actually have the Tuft House class coming up on the 10th.
There we go.
Yeah, so this Tuesday, February 10th, Tuft House, we're doing Tough Love. So we have a Valentine's themed rug making experience, immersive rug making experience in Chicago. So if you're in the city, please, we'd love to have you guys come rock with us. Like I said, the motto is where creativity is the standard.
Absolutely, man. In closing, as I always say, if you want something in life, want it more. Decide, plan, sacrifice. We out, man.
It's all God in the cake.